Hello and welcome to my introverted life. I'm Wendy. Welcome back to anybody who's been here before, and welcome to anybody who is new. I know I've gotten a few new subs recently, so if you're new and you're here, thanks for checking me out. This video is going to be about my new year, new start. This is not my new year, new start. But I wanted to come on here, put a quick little little snippet in, and just show off a Christmas present because, well, you know, as Stitchers, we like to show off our presents. We like to show off our haul. Can you blame us? Of course you can't. But I'd put this little beauty, Time Traveler, Joan Elliott, on my Amazon wishlist, and Mom picked it up for me. Yay! So she was not originally on my new starts plans for next year, but she will definitely be going on it. Not really sure when at this point. Have to kind of look in and kind of get a feel for what I plan on starting and when, and yeah, you know, kind of figure that out. But I am waiting for finish the rest of the supplies for her. I grabbed the DMC floss that I have on hand. You can kind of see it through the mesh. Sort of. There's floss in there. You can see colors and stuff. But grabbed the floss I have on hand. There's a few flosses I didn't have, and then there was the Krynic and the beads. Was there any specialty flosses? I don't feel like there was specialty flosses. I feel it was just Krynic and beads, and then the few DMC colors I didn't have. Ordered that from 123 Stitch. Spent less than $30 because Mom paid for the pattern. I have a lot of the DMC on hand, so not too bad of a price for, you know, getting this started. I also have fabric on hand. Went through my fabric, pulled this pretty color out. Isn't that gonna look good on that? I think that's gonna look good on that. That's my personal opinion. I think that's gonna look good on that. So yeah, it's a sage green, just Ada. As you can see, it's got little specks in it. It's kind of like a sage oatmeal texture, you know. So pretty. But I had that piece, pulled out another couple. It's a picture this plus, it's a yellow color, but I can't remember the name. It's still one that they sell, but it had been on clearance at 123 Stitch like a couple years ago, because it was cut funny, like it had been cut all wonky. But as it was a smaller piece, it was not quite big enough for this. But if you have this piece and you're trying to decide a background color, I say look into like a yellowish background, because I think a yellow background for this would look beautiful for sure. Personal opinion. But, you know, that is that. Anyways, wanted to show you this real quick, just so that you could see what another start will be added to next year's new starts. Again, not going to be like this past year. Sorry about that. The plan is for this coming year to be more all about the whip challenges. So, Whip Go, my dice roll challenge, well, that is going to be the focuses this coming year. And of course, a few new starts I will definitely be showing you. This year's New Year, New Start, again, Raven Queen, Mirabilia, and you'll be seeing that right about now. Okay, it's a couple days before the 1st, but I figure this was mostly prepped because I was going to start it in June. However, it is just in this plastic thing, and I decided to grab one of the mesh bags. Sorry, throwing that over there. Put it in the mesh bags. Is that spelled right? I don't know. Ever? Hold on. I'm gonna make crinkling noises again for a second. And pull papers over here that... Wow, I'm just on top of things. Ever wish that these Mirabilia things had the title name on the front of this? Instead of having to turn it over to know the name. Because, hello, I still don't know the name. Anywho. Yeah. Sorry if that's spelt wrong, but this is me we're talking about. So, I'm going to get this transferred over into a mesh bag, which will be better for storage. As you can see, I've already got stuff on floss drops and stuff like that, so I'll show you here in a second how that looks, and hopefully that means I'll be fully prepared to get this started in a couple of days. See you in a second. And here we go, already. You can see, needle minder. Just got this hooked into the fabric for the moment. This is the needle minder I've got for the moment. Don't know what I'm going to do. I need to decide on probably a fabric to make a needle minder with. I just don't know what fabric to choose. So yeah, have to figure that one out. Once I figure that one out, we'll have one of my needle minders on it. But wow, this does not want to focus. What a pain in the butt. Anywho, this is the one for now because it's fairly flat. And if I put the needle on it, goodness knows where the needle will go. So, and I'll be starting this in a couple days, so it doesn't matter. That's the idea anyways. Yeah. But keeping myself entertained, waiting for the new year to come in. I did spell Raven right, by the way. It just looks funny. I have funny handwriting, I'm sorry. Yeah. I want to get her started. Does a new year, new start count if you start it before the new year? I don't know. I'll be good and I'll wait. I have knitting that I need to work on anyways, so maybe I'll force myself to work on that the next couple of days instead. But all the beads and the Greinick and... Uh-oh. That is not actually complete, in case you're curious. Forgot to put those in there. We'll put those in there. Anyways, prepped, ready to go. I will see you in a sec with, well, it should be this getting started. So, see you in a sec. Okay, and it is officially the 3rd? Tuesday the 3rd? Pretty sure it's Tuesday the 3rd. I could be wrong about that. Don't know, sorry. Pretty sure it's Tuesday the 3rd. Here to show you how my New Year New Start went. This is, of course, a Raven Queen from Mirabilia. And I stitched on it like one strand just after midnight on the 1st. And then did some more after I actually slept and stuff. Then did a little more on the 2nd. And it's not much, but it is what I got done. So here we are. This section right here is like this section of the dress right there. And yeah, looking pretty. This is the Karen Water Lilies. I don't find anything more special with using the silk versus the cotton. I did find that it was slightly more of a pain in the butt when it knotted up because it was next to impossible to get the knot out, whereas the DMC, when it knots up, I can literally just like pull on each side, you know, pull on one side, pull on the other at the same time, and it just like pops the knot right out. This did not do that, so yeah, I don't know what I'm doing with that. I need to get a new needle minder for this. but I don't know what as of yet at this point. So this is really cool though, and the variegated is definitely very fun and cool. So yeah, about here up, all these open spots you see, believe is all beads. All the open spots in here is all beads. This is not symmetrical, which slightly annoys me. Not that it needs to look symmetrical. In fact, I think it probably looks good and even better maybe not being symmetrical. But it does kind of bother me that it's not symmetrical, because I am that type of person. Anywho, sorry, my throat is suddenly very scratchy. That is that. But I am going to show you one last thing before I go, because I've got a little bit of haul in, and it is associated with this. Time Traveler, as you know, Christmas gift. Showed you that in an earlier portion of this blog. Yeah, this is the thread that I had on hand and will be using. This is the fabric I'm going to put it on, which I think is just going to be very, very awesome. And grabbing over here, that is my haul. I know, I'm just so exciting. Yeah, we'll go with exciting. I had a few DMCs that I had to pick up that I just did not have on hand. I'm trying to do this one-handed, halfway looking through the phone picture viewer and halfway looking directly at what I'm doing, because, well, sometimes I need to do that because I am not talented. Anywho, okay, there's the floss that I had to pick up, so mix that in with that floss, and the rest of this are the fun little goodies that are sticking in the bag, because, well, why wouldn't they? There are the Krynics. I can't remember if they were all number 4s. I feel like they were all number 4 braids. Pretty sure they are. They look like it. Yeah. I actually went on 1-2-3 Stitch and found this pattern, and then clicked on the pattern for getting the pattern, then clicked on the list with all the things. Then I went through the list and clicked off the pattern and all the flosses I already had, because it was literally faster for me to do that. But of course, I probably got, I think I've got this Krynic in something. I think it's the same one that's in Lady of the Flag, but I don't know how much that's going to use, so we ain't stealing Lady of the Flag's Krynic without knowing. And these are beads. I so totally forgot to look through the beads I have to see if I had any of these already, but they all don't, just off the top of my head, they don't look familiar. So got some gray ones and some white ones and some little tiny black ones and some red ones, and I think that's all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So those will go with that project, and this will be started. I really honestly don't know. Full disclosure, I have no clue. Beads are looking lovely. Floss is looking lovely. I think I had a couple colors of like greens that are fairly close, which will be up against the fabric. So, you know, this one will have back stitching, so I don't have to worry about it. This one won't, but with the other darker colors around it, I think it'll be just fine. Personal opinion. Could very well be wrong. I'm not always color correct, that is for sure. I feel like there is enough variation. Color difference, I feel like this has a much more minty, pastel-y, whereas the colors used are more olivey. So I think things should be okay in that sense. That is just my guess. I am not a color expert, but beads, the only ones, those should show up. Those, I feel, will show up just fine. I'm not sure where all the beads are at. Probably, yeah, I probably just have no clue. Probably like some in there. Looks like probably the white beads are scattered throughout the dress, so you won't have to worry about that. Not sure where the tiny black beads are. Maybe they're up in the bodice. In the necklace. In the necklace. Yes, this is my brain. This is how my brain works, completely sober. So, yeah. Go me with that. I still think this is just going to be so pretty on this green fabric, though. Like, I just think that's going to be awesome. With that blue up against it. I don't know. Got this gray, which is at a tone range that's slightly mixing other blues, lighter blues. I feel like that's gonna still give that sort of effect, you know, where it's lighter and almost blending in, very backgroundish. What's the fadey, blendy, you know, kind of offset, you know, because, yeah, you probably have no clue what I'm talking about. I think you'll still get that sort of effect where she's very forward and that's in the back. I think you'll still get that on this fabric. So that's just all my personal opinion. And that is going to be it for this vlog. I don't know how long it'll end up being. I did add in a little bit more than intended because, yeah, wanted to show off new projects. She will be started, not sure when. She is on my WhipGo board as a possible substitute for Lady of the Flag, dependent on just several factors. If I finish Lady of the Flag and this doesn't show up until, you know, halfway through the year and I've managed to finish Lady of the Flag, yeah, because that's going to happen. But, you know, if something like that happens, I can do her instead of Lady of the Flag. If I'm just at a point where I'm just really not feeling Lady of the Flag, I can get her started. It's just option. That's just what I've decided on as an option. I've replaced her with the stocking that I said maybe I would start at end of year, like October. So she will probably get started, you know, October, basically at the latest would be the plan for starting her. So we will see how that goes. Anyways, again, that is it for this vlog. Please feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe, do all the fun things. Click the notification bell. You know, I'm doing a lot more on the channel this year. I was going to do a WhipGo board, kind of show and tell. I think I'm going to do a version of that in the shorts, so keep an eye out for a short that's just gonna, you know, quickly run through a probably slideshow of pictures of what is to be worked on, you know, under what number. Hopefully I can put that together. If not, maybe I will go ahead and do a short, like 10-minute video, who knows. I'm just up in the air. I just wasn't really able feeling it for, how I wanted to put that video together. So, I don't know. Keep an eye out. You should see something about this year's WIPGO, hopefully within the next few days, because let's face it, this year has started. So that's it for now. And yeah, we'll have to see you in the next one. Bye.